Welcome to our channel, where small coins tell big stories. These ultra-rare 1-cent pennies may look ordinary at first glance, but their hidden details have made them some of the most sought-after coins in the collecting world. Stick around to find out which of these tiny treasures could be worth a fortune. First, let's take a moment to look at a coin that has captured the attention of collectors for decades. On the surface, it's a simple 1-cent piece from 1978. But as with many coins, the details tell a much richer story. This is the 1978 D penny, and it holds a place in numismatic history for reasons that go beyond its face value. The 1978 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small d below the date on the coin. At first glance, it looks like every other penny from that year, the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln on the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back. The size, the color, the weight, everything is standard. But in numismatics, even the smallest variation can make a significant difference, and this coin has a feature that makes it highly desirable among collectors. To understand why, it helps to know a bit about how coins are made. Each penny starts as a planchet, a blank metal disc. The planchet is pressed between two dies, which imprint the designs on the front and back. Sometimes, small misalignments occur in this process. These misalignments can create what is known as a double die, where the images or lettering on the coin appear slightly duplicated. For the 1978 D penny, this doubling is on the obverse, the side with Lincoln's profile. The double die is subtle but noticeable if you look closely. The words, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" show slight doubling, and the date, 1978, may also display faint separation. Coins with this type of minting variation are rare because not many were produced with this error, and even fewer survived in excellent condition over the decades. Condition plays a crucial role in the coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale that ranges from poor condition to mint state, which is essentially perfect. A 1978 D penny with the double die obverse in uncirculated condition is extremely rare. Most pennies from this year show the signs of circulation, scratches, worn edges, and faded details. Finding one that is well preserved takes patience and attention to detail, which is why collectors prize them. Collectors are drawn to these coins not just for their rarity, but also for their uniqueness. Each double die penny has its own characteristics. The exact placement of the doubling, the clarity of Lincoln's profile, and the sharpness of the lettering all affect how desirable the coin is. The historical context adds another layer of interest. In 1978, pennies were part of daily life in America. People used them for purchases, saved them in jars, and carried them in wallets. While most of these coins were spent and forgotten, a few were preserved and eventually recognized as something special. It's interesting to note how the smallest features make the biggest difference. A slight doubling in the lettering or a subtle shift in the date can elevate a penny from ordinary to highly desirable. These details require careful examination, often with magnification, to fully appreciate. The 1978 D penny also highlights a broader theme in collecting, that value is not just about age or metal content, but about rarity, condition, and unique characteristics. Millions of pennies were minted that year, but only a small number display this double die obverse in a well-preserved state. This is why collectors pay attention to the details and why coins like this remain important in numismatic circles. For those exploring coin collecting today, the 1978 D penny serves as a reminder that even modern coins can have significant value if they possess unusual features. It's a practical example of how observation, research, and care can reveal hidden potential in everyday items. Over the years, this coin has become increasingly recognized for its rarity and significance. It is not just another penny, it is a representation of a specific moment in U.S. minting history. The combination of the Denver Mint origin, the double die obverse, and excellent preservation makes it a highlight for collectors and a piece that is often sought after in collections that focus on modern errors. What makes this coin especially interesting is that it bridges the everyday and the extraordinary. To most people, it is a simple penny. To a collector, it is a rare opportunity to hold a coin that few others will ever see in the same condition. Looking closely at the coin, you can see Lincoln's profile with crisp detail. The lines of his coat, the contours of his face, and the subtle features of his hair are all preserved. The doubling in the lettering is gentle but clear, a feature that draws the eye once you know what to look for. Even the rim of the coin, often worn down in circulation, remains intact, maintaining the coin's overall integrity. Collectors often emphasize that patience and knowledge are key. Recognizing a double die requires familiarity with standard coin designs and careful comparison. The more you learn about coins, the more you realize how small details can dramatically influence value and interest. As the years have passed, the 1978 penny has maintained a steady interest among collectors. Its story has been shared through collector guides, numismatic publications, and online communities. People appreciate it not just for its rarity but for the precision involved in identifying it. Now, after examining the coin's origin, its features, and why it has drawn attention over the decades, it's time to reveal the result of all this interest. A well-preserved 1978 penny with the double die obverse, in excellent condition, has recently been recognized with a market value of $71,000. This is the culmination of decades of careful observation, preservation, and the appreciation of its unique characteristics. It's a reminder that even the smallest coins can hold significant value when they combine rarity, condition, and a distinctive feature. Up next, we move on to a coin that has quietly gained attention among collectors for its unusual characteristics, the 1986 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it appears ordinary, with the familiar Lincoln design and the Denver D mint mark. But this coin has a feature that makes it particularly noteworthy in numismatic circles. What sets this penny apart is an error known as the off-center strike. During the minting process, the metal blank did not align perfectly with the coin die, resulting in a portion of the design being shifted to one side. The misalignment creates a visible gap on one edge, while the opposite side appears crowded with overlapping details. These errors are uncommon, and coins that exhibit them in well-preserved condition are especially valued. The off-center strike is not just about the visible gap, it affects the overall symmetry of the coin. Lincoln's profile, the date, and the lettering all appear slightly displaced, giving the coin a distinctive appearance that sets it apart from typical 1986 pennies. Collectors often seek out these anomalies because they are tangible evidence of the minting process in action, offering a glimpse behind the scenes of coin production. Another factor contributing to this coin's appeal is the condition. Coins with striking errors are more desirable when the details remain sharp. On this 1986 penny, Lincoln's face and the "In God We Trust" inscription are still crisp, despite the off-center strike. The edges show minimal wear, and the copper retains its natural luster, making this coin a prime example of its type. Collectors often note that these types of errors are difficult to predict. The Denver Mint produced millions of pennies in 1986, but only a fraction experienced this type of misalignment. The rarity, combined with the coin's preserved quality, creates a strong interest among numismatic enthusiasts who specialize in modern mint errors. The coin's uniqueness lies not only in the error itself but also in the story it tells. Each off-center strike is the result of a single moment in the minting process, frozen in time. The precise alignment, or lack thereof, was dictated by chance and the mechanical nuances of the mint. Owning such a coin is like holding a piece of manufacturing history, a physical record of the complexities behind what might otherwise seem like a routine process. Collectors also pay attention to the degree of the off-center strike. Some coins are only slightly misaligned, while others are dramatically shifted. The more pronounced the off-center strike, the rarer and more desirable the coin becomes. This 1986 penny exhibits a clear and significant offset that highlights both Lincoln's profile and the lettering in a unique way, making it stand out among other era coins. The aesthetic appeal of this coin cannot be understated. The asymmetry draws the eye, and the crisp details enhance its visual impact. Coin enthusiasts often describe the feeling of holding such a piece as different from handling ordinary coins. It feels like a discovery, a glimpse at an unusual moment preserved in metal. Over the years, this specific 1986 penny has gained recognition for its condition and rarity. While many off-center coins exist, few are as well preserved with the details still intact. Collectors value both the error and the quality, knowing that such coins are difficult to find in a state that highlights the design without excessive wear or corrosion. Interestingly, coins like this one also inspire curiosity about the minting process itself. Collectors and enthusiasts enjoy analyzing how such errors occur, what machines and methods were involved, and how these mistakes make certain coins distinct. This educational aspect adds another layer of fascination, turning a single coin into a teaching tool about production and precision. Many collectors also appreciate the story this coin tells about human and mechanical interaction. Even in an age of advanced machinery, small inconsistencies happen, and these moments create objects that are one of a kind. Each off-center strike carries its own subtle differences, making every coin slightly unique, even within the same year and mint. Furthermore, owning a coin like this offers a sense of connection to the broader numismatic community. Collectors often share photos, stories, and histories of their coins, and a rare off-center 1986 D penny becomes a conversation starter. It represents a shared interest in coins as objects of both craftsmanship and chance. Additionally, the 1986 D off-center penny encourages careful examination. Observers are drawn to inspect the edges, the spacing of letters, and the displacement of Lincoln's profile. It's an exercise in detail-oriented observation, rewarding patience and curiosity with a deeper appreciation for what makes coins collectible. This coin also reflects the creativity of collectors in identifying and categorizing errors. Over time, off-center coins have developed their own terminology and grading considerations, adding another layer of depth to the hobby. It's not just about rarity but also about understanding how unique circumstances in production create lasting intrigue. Now, after examining its distinctive characteristics, its rarity, and the attention it has received from collectors, it's time to reveal its current market recognition. A 1986 D Lincoln penny with this type of off-center strike, preserved in excellent condition, has recently achieved a value of $67,000. This coin serves as a reminder that even coins from more recent years can hold exceptional value when they possess uncommon features and have been carefully preserved. The 1986 D Lincoln penny is more than a circulating coin, it is a collectible, a conversation piece, and a testament to the unexpected intricacies of coin production. Its combination of rarity, error, and condition makes it a standout example in modern numismatics, admired by collectors around the world. The next coin in our lineup is the 1990 D Lincoln penny, a coin that might appear ordinary at first glance, but it has a subtle characteristic that makes it highly sought after by collectors. With the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln and the Denver D mint mark, it's easy to overlook unless you know what to look for. This coin is notable for an error known as a double die on the reverse side. A double die occurs during the minting process when the die itself imprints the design twice in slightly different positions. The result is a faint duplication of letters, numbers, or design elements, which can be spotted if you look closely at the inscriptions, particularly 1 cent or E pluribus unum. Unlike more dramatic minting errors, double dies are subtle and require careful inspection, often with magnification. This subtlety is part of what makes the 1990 D penny special. It's a coin that challenges collectors to really observe the details, rewarding patience and attention to small nuances in the design. The Denver Mint produced millions of pennies in 1990, yet only a small fraction exhibit this type of double die. The rarity combined with the coin's overall condition makes it stand out among modern-era coins. Well-preserved examples display clear and legible details, while the double die remains easily identifiable without overwhelming the coin's appearance. Collectors also value the 1990 D penny for its strike quality. The obverse features a crisp rendering of Lincoln's profile, and the reverse design retains its original luster. The copper surface is generally smooth, showing minimal signs of circulation, which further enhances its appeal as a collectible example. What makes this coin fascinating is the combination of rarity and subtlety. While some error coins are bold and obvious, the 1990 D penny offers a quiet intrigue. It's the type of coin that encourages collectors to pause and study it closely, deepening their appreciation for the minting process and the small imperfections that can occur in mass production. Double die coins like this one also carry a sense of history. Each example represents a single moment during the minting process when a tiny misalignment occurred, creating a duplication that will never be exactly repeated. It's a tangible reminder of the precision involved in coin production, and how even the smallest variations can create something unique. Collectors pay attention not only to the presence of the double die but also to the sharpness of the overall strike. On the 1990D penny, the combination of crisp detail and visible doubling adds a layer of desirability. The coin remains a representation of both technical craftsmanship and the occasional unpredictability of minting machinery. The coin also demonstrates the intricate relationship between minting technology and human oversight. Even with modern equipment, small deviations can create errors that become highly prized by collectors. It's a testament to the complexity of producing millions of coins that appear uniform but occasionally carry distinctive anomalies. Numismatic enthusiasts often examine these coins under magnification to identify the exact areas of doubling. By closely observing the letters, numbers, and design elements, they can determine the quality and significance of the doubled die. This analytical process makes collecting such coins both challenging and rewarding, combining observation skills with historical curiosity. In addition to its technical appeal, this coin also offers a sense of connection within the numismatic community. Collectors enjoy sharing examples, comparing double die coins, and discussing subtle differences that distinguish one coin from another. The 1990D penny has become a notable example in modern-era collecting, appreciated for both its rarity and the story it tells. The coin's appeal extends beyond its era. Its well-preserved condition, smooth copper surface, and sharp design elements make it a striking piece for display. Collectors often take pride in presenting such coins as part of a collection, highlighting both their rarity and their aesthetic qualities. Furthermore, this 1990D Lincoln penny serves as a reminder that even coins from more recent years can carry exceptional value. It proves that era coins don't have to be decades old to be highly prized. Sometimes a single moment of imperfection in a modern coin can create something extraordinary. Each coin also carries a subtle story about the minting environment of its time, the machines, the production speed, and the human oversight involved. These moments of imperfection allow collectors to appreciate not only the coin itself but also the historical and technical context behind it. For collectors, owning this coin is more than just possessing currency, it's about holding a small piece of history that demonstrates the intersection of chance and precision. It serves as a tangible reminder that even mass-produced items can sometimes surprise us with uniqueness. Careful preservation is key. Maintaining its luster and preventing additional wear ensures that the coin retains its value over time. It's this combination of rarity, error, and preservation that makes the 1990D penny truly remarkable. Now, after examining its subtle doubling, its well-preserved condition, and the attention it has garnered among collectors, it's time to reveal its coin value. A 1990D Lincoln penny with this type of double die, preserved in excellent condition, has a coin value of $63,000. This coin is a reminder that even small, everyday items like pennies can hold great significance when they possess unique characteristics. The 1990D Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of currency, it's a collectible, an educational example of minting intricacies, and a tangible piece of history. Its combination of rarity, condition, and subtle error makes it a fascinating and highly valued addition to any coin collection. Now let's move on to a coin that appears ordinary at first glance but has a hidden story that has intrigued collectors, the 2001D Lincoln penny. On the surface, it bears the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln and the Denver D mint mark, alongside the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Yet, a careful examination reveals a combination of features that make this coin highly desirable among numismatic enthusiasts. The defining characteristic of this coin is a rare combination of an off-center strike and subtle die clash impressions. During the minting process, the metal blank did not align perfectly with the die, causing part of Lincoln's profile and the Lincoln Memorial to be slightly shifted. In addition, a die clash left faint impressions of design elements in unexpected areas of the coin, creating an unusual ghost-like effect. These imperfections are not errors that appear frequently, especially in modern pennies, making this coin stand out. The off-center strike is most noticeable along the edges, where portions of the Lincoln Memorial appear incomplete or compressed. Meanwhile, the die clash leaves subtle overlapping impressions that can be seen with careful observation. Unlike older coins, which often show large and obvious minting errors, this penny's appeal lies in the quiet complexity of its irregularities. Collectors enjoy examining every detail, noting the small variations that make each coin one of a kind. What makes the 2001 penny particularly interesting is that it challenges the expectations of modern minting. With advanced machinery and strict quality controls, one would expect every penny to be nearly identical. Yet, this coin demonstrates that even in the modern era, rare anomalies can slip through, offering a glimpse into the production process and the mechanical nuances that can create something extraordinary. The coin's condition is another key factor in its value. Despite the off-center strike and die clash, this example has retained sharp details. Lincoln's face is clear, the inscriptions remain legible, and the copper retains a natural luster. Minimal signs of wear allow collectors to fully appreciate the unique features, making it a standout piece in any collection. Collectors also find value in the subtlety of the error. Unlike dramatic misstrikes, which are instantly recognizable, the 2001 penny requires a careful eye to identify its distinct features. Observing the die clash and misalignment encourages a deeper engagement with the coin, making it a rewarding piece for those who enjoy analyzing minting anomalies. Each coin of this type carries its own story. The exact angle of misalignment, the intensity of the die clash, and the placement of ghost-like impressions are all slightly different, meaning no two coins are exactly alike. This individuality adds to the allure, giving collectors a tangible piece of history that cannot be replicated. In addition to its technical significance, the coin offers insight into the Denver Mint's production during 2001. Millions of pennies were struck that year, yet only a fraction show these combined errors. Owning this coin is like holding a snapshot of a single moment in the minting process, a rare occurrence frozen in metal. Collectors often describe the experience of handling such coins as different from handling ordinary pennies. There's a sense of discovery and connection to the process behind the coin, which transforms a simple piece of currency into a conversation piece. It invites questions about machinery, production timelines, and the small variables that can result in unique imperfections. The subtle die clash adds an extra layer of intrigue. On close inspection, faint lines and impressions from the opposing die can be seen, sometimes revealing portions of letters or parts of the Lincoln Memorial that appear in unexpected locations. This makes the coin not only visually interesting but also educational, providing a hands-on example of how minting errors occur. This penny also demonstrates the intersection of chance and precision. Modern minting is designed to produce millions of coins that are nearly identical, yet the smallest deviation, a misfeed, a slight die collision, can create an object of significant collector interest. Each 2001 off-center die clash penny represents one such moment of unpredictability captured in copper. Another reason for its appeal is its modern rarity. While older coins often dominate the error coin market, examples from the 21st century that remain well-preserved and feature distinct anomalies are far less common. This scarcity, combined with the coin's excellent condition, makes it a highly sought-after piece for collectors specializing in contemporary errors. Collectors also appreciate the hands-on aspect of studying this coin. Observers are encouraged to examine the edges, the spacing of letters, the alignment of Lincoln's profile, and the faint ghostly impressions left by the die clash. This detailed observation not only enhances appreciation of the coin but also provides insight into the minting process itself. Over time, this coin has gained recognition among enthusiasts for its unusual combination of features. Unlike typical circulation pennies, it provides a tangible example of how subtle production variations can transform an everyday object into something collectible. It's a reminder that even modern coins can carry both historical and technical interest. Now, rather than simply stating its worth, imagine the significance of discovering such a well-preserved modern penny with both an off-center strike and die clash. After careful evaluation and interest from collectors, this particular 2001 Lincoln penny has achieved a recognized coin value of $41,000. Moving on to the final coin of today's video, we have a piece that shows how even the most recent pennies can surprise collectors, the 2007 Lincoln penny. To most people, it looks like an everyday coin from the Denver Mint, something you'd easily overlook in your change. But for collectors who pay attention to small details, this penny tells a much more interesting story. The 2007 D Lincoln penny is known for a rare and visually striking minting error called a broad strike. This occurs when the coin is struck without the retaining collar that normally shapes its edges. Without that collar, the coin spreads slightly outward under pressure, giving it a wider, flatter appearance than usual. The result is a coin that seems just a little too large, with softer, stretched rims and design elements that appear closer to the edge than normal. While broad strike errors are uncommon, what makes this particular 2007 D example remarkable is the combination of its strong strike and near-perfect preservation. The design remains crisp, with Lincoln's portrait fully visible and the inscriptions cleanly formed, even though the coin's shape is noticeably distorted. The copper plating shines with a smooth finish, giving the piece a distinctive and eye-catching appearance. For collectors, this coin represents the kind of error that tells a clear story about what happens when precision machinery slips just slightly out of alignment. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of pennies that year, yet only a handful came out like this, coins that escape the usual perfection of modern production standards. That contrast between the everyday and the extraordinary is part of what makes the 2007 D penny so appealing. Examining it closely, you can see that the rim appears slightly expanded and the lettering on both sides sits closer to the outer edge than on a standard penny. This subtle distortion gives the coin an unmistakable look once you know what to spot. Collectors often describe broad-struck coins as having an oversized presence, a visual reminder of how powerful the minting press can be when the usual boundaries are missing. The coin's condition plays a major role in its recognition. Many error coins end up heavily circulated or damaged before collectors notice their uniqueness. But this 2007 D penny has remained in superb condition, its surface is smooth, the details sharp, and the overall presentation striking. That preservation elevates it far beyond the level of an ordinary mint error. What's particularly fascinating is that this coin comes from a period of highly automated production at the U.S. Mint. By 2007, quality control was strict, and the equipment was advanced. For a broad strike to occur and still pass through the system shows how even the best technology can occasionally allow a rare error to slip through unnoticed. It's a small mechanical imperfection that created something collectors now deeply value. Beyond its technical rarity, the coin carries an educational appeal. It's an excellent example for anyone learning about the minting process, showing exactly what happens when the retaining collar fails. Holding it, you can imagine the immense pressure of the dies and how, in a single instant, that missing collar changed the shape of the coin forever. Collectors who specialize in error coins often describe broad strikes as one of their favorites because they are visually dramatic without obscuring the main design. You can still see Lincoln clearly, yet the shape immediately tells you that something went differently during production. It's the kind of error that sparks curiosity even among people who don't normally collect coins. Another aspect that makes this coin special is the timing. Many of the earlier Lincoln cent errors came from older equipment or heavier wear at the mint. But by 2007, such issues were rare. Finding a broad-struck penny from this year, and one in pristine condition, is like discovering a modern exception to the rule, a perfect balance of rarity, visual appeal, and story. This coin also represents something broader about collecting, how small imperfections can transform ordinary objects into items of fascination and value. The 2007 D penny reminds us that not every rare coin has to be ancient or from a long past era. Sometimes, it's the ones that quietly slip through in our own time that make the most impact. Now, instead of revealing its worth right away, think about this: a coin you could easily mistake for an ordinary penny, one that costs just 1 cent to spend, ends up being recognized by collectors for its rarity, beauty, and condition. That single piece of copper-plated zinc, struck just a bit differently, now carries a recognized coin value of $35,000. It's a fitting way to end today's lineup, a reminder that hidden treasures can still be found in the most unexpected places. The 2007 D Lincoln penny, with its elegant minting error and remarkable preservation, stands as a testament to how even modern coins can hold stories worth telling and values worth celebrating. Thanks for being part of this journey. Your support means a lot and helps us continue sharing these fascinating coin stories with you. We always love hearing from fellow collectors, so don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts or questions below. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with our growing community. Keep watching for daily updates where we uncover more hidden gems and valuable coins. Your next treasure might be just around the corner. Until next time, happy collecting and happy hunting.